Hi, I'm James Myers from LePage. I was at the Barrie Library yesterday and I happened to run across this little booklet here. It's called Discovering the Waterfront by Heritage Barrie. Now it was originally published in 1996, but it was updated in 2005, and it tells the history of the waterfront in Barrie around Kempenfelt Bay. It starts around the north side of the Kempenfelt Bay by Simcoe Street, Dunlop Street, that kind of thing. It starts over there and it runs all the way around the lake and talks about stuff around the lake. What I didn't know, and probably most people in Barrie didn't know, is that the land on the north side of Kempenfelt Bay by Mulcaster and Dunlop, much of that is filled land there. Apparently, back in the 1800s, Kempenfelt Bay used to come right up to Dunlop Street, but they filled that in. Now, a lot of people know that in the 1960s, they filled in the land where Centennial Beach is, and they built Lakeshore Drive. Now, there's still a lot of people in Barrie that remember that happening back in the 60s. I don't, it was before my time. But the north side was filled as well. It talks about businesses that used to be on Kempenfelt Bay. Here's one, Delaney Boat Lines. A lot of people in Barrie still remember that, Delaney Boat Lines. I don't, it was before my time. And there's Carly Boat Works as well. Apparently Carly Boat Works was a big concern, and they had a Carly's Grandstand at one point. Talks about that. And apparently that land was expropriated in the 1970s to build Simcoe Street, which runs on the north side right now. It talks about here's the Spirit Catcher in Barrie, which was put in probably about 25 years ago. Different businesses that were around the waterfront, mills, breweries. Here's ice harvesting. Barrie used to have a thriving ice harvesting business starting in the 1800s, and it actually went on until the 1950s, well after they had electric refrigerators and freezers. They still had this ice harvesting business. When ice got to be like 20 inches thick, they would go out onto the ice, cut it up, and bring blocks in on, it looks like a conveyor belt, or maybe horse and wagon, that kind of thing. And it talks about the Barrie Marina. There's a picture of the Barrie Marina there. It was built in the 1960s as well. There's an old picture of Kempenfelt Bay back from 1907. Oh, Prince of Wales School. Here's Prince of Wales School, which actually, as we speak right now, is being demolished. It's being demolished, and they're going to put up apartment buildings in that spot. It talks about the rail industry in Barrie. Here's a picture of the Allendale train station there that right now is renovated. It's all ready to go, but it's sitting there vacant. The city of Barrie owns it and spent a whole lot of money on it a few years ago to renovate it. And it's sitting there with nothing happening with it. South Shore Centre, which was built about 25 years ago on the south side. So if you ever happen to run across this little booklet here, pick it up and go through it. Took me about 15 minutes to read it. Very interesting.